What's going on, everyone? We got some updated information in regards to the Scream 5 trailer. Now, this information is brought to you by Big Screen Leaks, and they say that the first trailer for the fifth Scream movie just got rated. Its runtime will be 2 minutes 21 seconds and will release next week at the screening of the original Scream. So obviously we know that at least here in the States, October 10th is the date for the official trailer for Scream 5. It's attached to the 25th anniversary re-release. So whenever that comes out for you in your country, that is when and where you will see the trailer for Scream 5. Now, as far as it coming to the internet, we don't know the exact date as far as that goes. If I had to guess personally, I would say we'll probably get it on the 10th as well. If not, maybe even a little earlier, like late on the 9th. Just because the way I look at it, if you're going to release the trailer, you might as well do the production release rather than wait for somebody to release it on their own. Because you know that's going to happen. If we don't get an official trailer from the studio, somebody's just going to leak it online. So you might as well get in front of that and release it before that. And then that way people can be excited, see the trailer, and then obviously you're going to see it in the film. Now, as far as the rated, because this says that the trailer was rated, some people may be wondering, like, what do they mean by that? It's for placement as far as films go, because you can't have a, say, R-rated trailer in a PG or PG-13 style film. So the trailer is very likely rated R, because Scream 5 is rated R, like all the other previous Screams, and so it has to be shown in R-rated film. So when you go to the theaters and you're watching an R-rated movie, you'll see the Scream 5 trailer. If you're watching a PG movie, like say a Disney movie or something, you're not going to see that trailer because they can't show that because of the audience that is viewing. Now, it appears that the trailer will be 2 minutes and 21 seconds. This kind of worries me a little bit, I'm not going to lie, because that's a full trailer. So we got a full length trailer as opposed to a little teaser like what I was kind of hoping for. Now, this doesn't mean that there will be spoilers or anything to that regard, but it's hard to be vague in 2 minutes and 21 seconds from a trailer perspective. Now, could they do something creative? I mean, we saw the Dewey promo for the Airbnb of Stu Macher's house. That was very creative, very unique, a really fun way to promote not only the Airbnb and Stu Macher's home, but the film of Scream 5 in general. So clearly, these producers and stuff are creative in the marketing aspect. There's excellent marketers behind this film, and so I would expect them to hopefully keep a tight lip as they have. They've done an excellent job keeping things sort of closed and in a box and not getting out to the public. So I would hope that the trailer will be the same. Because even the producers of Radio Silence, even they said themselves, the hardest part that they're having right now is producing a trailer because they don't want to spoil or ruin any elements or parts of the film. So I would assume that they wouldn't just say, forget it, put it out there. Because I've said this time and time again, these trailers for films, especially in today's era, like I'd say the last 5 years at least, have been Cliff Note versions of the film, especially horror movies. You know, so like a great example is, I always reference, is Halloween 18, Halloween Kills. Those films were essentially Cliff Note versions of the movie. Like you could watch the trailer and you got most of the key points for that film. I hope they don't do that in Scream. 2 minutes and 20 seconds is a long time, but you can be creative. You know, obviously this is the fifth installment, so hopefully they sort of add elements from the previous films and kind of, you know, maybe give us like a little montage or something, sort of bringing us up to speed to this point. You got to have the characters because you got to establish the characters because there's no like huge name actors or actresses in Scream 5. I mean, there's no, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio's or Denzel Washington's or somebody that you see and you're like, oh, like this is a blockbuster, like that's a blockbuster name. You know, all of these actors and actresses are great in their own respect and they absolutely have done things to their credit, but none of them are blockbuster, names. They're not names that are drawing anybody specifically to the box office in droves. You might get a couple that are fans of a Jenna Ortega, and so they're going to go see the film just for her. But in reality, none of them are huge draws from a commercial standpoint to where you're going to get audiences wanting to see. You attach Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio or Denzel Washington or whoever to a film, immediately you got 1 million+ people that are going to go see that film. Even if it's terrible, they're going to go see that film just because of the name attached to it. You don't have anything in Scream, so you have to establish the characters to some capacity. You have to have them on screen. Hopefully it's no major scenes. It's just kind of like a sequence where you're kind of introduced to each character. I would enjoy something like that. I'm going to dedicate a video because there's a couple things that I want to talk about on the actual trailer aspect in regards to what they filmed in Scream 5. And instead of making this like a 20-minute video, I'll just make a separate video kind of diving into that aspect. So look forward to that. But all in all, I think that you got to have the introduction to the characters. You got to obviously have the introduction or reintroduction to the OG3. So you got to establish them and their involvement because they're the big draw for Scream. I mean, in a lot of ways, they are Scream. So you have to have Dewey, Gale, and Sidney in some point in this trailer. You're probably going to get the iconic, "Hello, Sidney," from every film because that's just sort of what hypes up the fans. That's what we wait for, is to hear that Ghostface voice, Roger Jackson just get on the phone and just say "Hello, Sidney," and then we get all hyped and crazy. And so I really expect to see something along those lines, but hopefully, again, they keep it vague. They keep it from being overexposed from a film perspective, and that way we don't end up getting too much. Because I know a lot of people don't mind leaks. I'm one of those people, like, I don't mind a little spoiler here and there as long as it doesn't ruin the movie, but a large majority don't. A large majority want to hear nothing in regards to it. And a lot of people don't even watch trailers because of the cliff note aspect of a trailer. And I completely understand that, and I hope they don't do that, because the trailer and these teasers and the posters and all that stuff, like the big sort of draw things, are for the people on the fence, the newer generations, the audiences that may not be, huge fans of the franchise. These are designed for them to target and draw them into the theaters or streaming apps or whatever. Where fans like myself and many of you that are watching this video, if they didn't even release a trailer, we're gonna go see that film. That's just who we are. We're gonna go and see that film. And so we don't need much from our perspective. We just need a little, sort of push and jump for joy. I mean, the promo for the Airbnb Stu Macher's house was a perfect example. It got us so hyped. I mean, all the comments in my videos that I talked about it and shared that were all just like how excited they are and how, it's come. And myself, I was jumping for joy. I was excited because you have that. We don't need much. We just need a little something. Like, just give us a little taste. Like, just give us a drop of water. We don't need the whole bottle. We'll get the whole bottle when we actually go see the film. So that I understand from that perspective. So this trailer hopefully kind of juggles both aspects. I've said this before. I really don't want to be I would hate to be these producers, just because they're really caught in the middle. They're caught to where they need to appease and not spoil the film for fans. Like, the ones like myself and many of you that are dying to see this film. But at the same time, they need a trailer that is exciting and details enough to draw an audience in. And so that is a tough spot to be in, because you don't want to give too much away, but you need to give something away in order to draw in that audience. You need to give that free sample, so to speak, without giving away too much product. And so I really would hate to be in their position. And hopefully, again, this 2 minutes and 21 second trailer kind of worries me. But we'll see. I have high hopes. Regardless, I'm going to watch the trailer. Regardless, I'm going to talk about it here. Regardless, I'm going to share it. and regardless, I'm going to see the film. So hopefully it's not anything too crazy. But as always, this is a discussion and I want to hear from you. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you a fan of the 2 minute and 21 trailer, or did you want a sort of teaser as well? Give us a little 30 to 45 second sort of trailer, something along those lines. What would you like to see in the trailer? Are you hyped up for the movie as well as myself? I'd love to know all those things down in the comments below. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot, lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification, stay up to date with all things Scream, join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.